Hello, Cedric Kennedy here, CR Wrestling Commentary, Ring of Honor, Super Card of Honor, 0-hour pre-show matches. Now, if you can, I'm requesting, should I, and I want your opinions, okay? Should I do these reviews match by match, or just lump them all together? You know, that's what I want. What do you think is best for you, the consumer of what I put out there? You know, do you want to hear it one by one, the matches? You know, upload those one by one, or should I just lump it all together? And the reason is because if I lump it all together, and then the best thing you can do is, I guess, try to remember all that I've said. And then if you have disagreements, then you got to timestamp it or say what you can, remembering what you can. You know, but if I did it solo, just little bit by little bit uploads, then that way it sort of stays on the topic of said match only. So let me know what you want. But for this right here, this is the pre-show. So I'm going to do all of these because there's only 3. So let me know. Let me know what y'all would like for me. Well, what I want to know what y'all want me to do. Okay, because you have to listen to this, and I like to talk about this. So, you know, it's sort of a partnership here, per se, thereof, you know, allegedly. So I'm gonna get on into this. Since my average view time for watching anything of this channel, the average time is 30 seconds to 1 minute and 12. You know, I don't know what's up with that. I guess I'm boring. I don't know, but hey, I'm gonna keep doing this because some people like what I have to say. And you know what? I want to say thank you to Zembo Times 2. You know, he was like, thank you and all this. And you know what? Thank you. You know, just being here, participating and whatnot. You know, there's some carte blanches that Zembo Times 2 get, you know, same as Allnet Zonta and Jimmy Whisper. And anyone else who will comment, let me know what they're thinking and whatnot. I give them certain carte blanches. I'm not going to say what, but there are privileges. You know, certain things they can get away with. I'm not gonna say what because I like to keep it fun. So with that 2 minutes and 30 some seconds wasted, let's get into this. So the first one is Colt Cabana versus Christian Blake. I've seen both wrestle. Colt Cabana, I've seen his 4 modes of wrestling. I've seen his comedy. I've seen his pro wrestling. I've seen his world of sports wrestling. And I've seen him do the mixture thereof. So I've seen all 4 of his styles, and his world of sports wrestling and pro wrestling are immensely amazing. Okay. There's a way to do your comedy and whatnot within every single one, but when you make it predominantly your comedy, then at that point you have ruined your ability to be taken viably and seriously and validation wise as a pro wrestler in general. So I wish Colt Cabana could wind down the comedy for just certain points. Watch old, you know, footage of the Steiners, you know, versus Doom, or the Road Warriors versus Doom, or anybody against the Midnight Express. That's how you mix up the comedy without ruining, you know, your pro wrestling. So Christian Blake, I've seen him, and he would, I mean, out of control, dangerous, exceedingly needlessly flippy floppy. I've seen him. So when I see this match, I'm like, here we go. But now what I wrote was good match, one of Colt's better matches, which it was. Blake is flippy floppy still, but he's matured. He's flippy floppy with a reason, and his accuracy is impeccable. Okay, so this match was different. You know, I'm not going to go point by point and whatnot. I just write down the things that stood out most important about a match in terms of, you know, basically versus what I expect. You know, because I don't want to be sitting here like for 40 minutes doing this, because I think a lot of you don't like when I run that long for 30 and 40 minutes. So I'm trying here. Okay. Colt wins with a super fireman's carry drop across the top rope. Normally that move would look dangerous, but no, when done right, the opponent sells it well it looks like a legitimate finisher, but it looks like a heel finisher. That's something that a heel or a dangerous monster in wrestling would do. And monsters aren't necessarily heels, and they're not faces. They're usually neutral. What makes them a heel or a face generally depends upon who the manager is or how they're presented by the company. When they wrestle, you don't see them cheat, but you don't see them catering to the crowd in a joyful way. Those are what you call your neutral ones. They don't cheat, but they don't cater to the crowd all joyfully either. They don't do either, you know. But that move would be good for a monster or some neutral or a heel. But there was, you know, it was smooth. It was a good match. Both of them know their stuff, and it was safe. So, you know, maybe if I look back at it now, I might see something different, but I don't want to do that. I don't want to ruin what my initial thoughts are. Okay, so Colt Cabana wins. You know, brutal move. Now we're going to get down to the next match. Miranda Alize versus AQA. This match, it was, now this is a few days ago. I'm trying to remember what happened a few days ago. All right. Which is why I'm asking to do the separate videos, because Cedra and I's schedules and her give a shit level about watching and then recording are minimum. So she'll watch and then she'll do something else. We'll do something else together, and then it'll be days before we watch the next segments. So, you know, I'm just wondering what I need to do for y'all, you know? So this match, Miranda Alize, she's, from what I've seen, she's polished. AQA, no, she's not. But in this match, maybe it's, I don't know, because Tony Khan, this is, I mean, he's, I don't know. But in this, she performed way better than what you saw on AEW, anything with her. Way better. And it's way better than what I've seen her performing on Reality of Wrestling. Something that's a show that I barely watch. I know it's up there. I'm subscribed, and I'm not going to unsubscribe, but she did well. She is trying to do the WWE style of attacking too far away, and she needs to tighten things up so her accuracy can be better instead of swinging at a distance. Because you swing at a distance, that's when you kind of have less control, because you're worrying about reach than being effective. And so she needs to work on that. But she has a beautiful shooting star press. I mean, it is a diving, high angle shooting star press, and she slammed herself on Alize. You know, and that's what she won with. I'm highly impressed with AQA in her finisher, but I'm not impressed with her lack of pacing and distance. You know, she needs to work on that. That's what I think. And all in all, it was a good match. No, not the final, but we get to the next one. There is a main event for the pre-show, but then we get to this next one, and this, me and Cedra was watching this, and it was just like, huh? And you'll see what I'm talking about. All right, we're about what, 8 minutes 54 seconds. Okay, so world famous Cheeseburger teams up with Eli Isom, reforming the Shinobi Shadow Squad. Got a decent theme music too. And there now, this is when Tully Blanchard he comes out and he announces a new team. A new stable for Tully Blanchard Enterprises. Actually, Tully Enterprises, TE. And I think it should be TBE. I think it should be Tully Blanchard Enterprises. I'm just saying. So, this is the tag team of Gates of Agony. Nice name. It's Khan and Toa. We've seen Toa, and I can't remember where, but we've seen him before. And it was a very short match. And I can't remember who he went against and even what promotion. It was a short match, and I didn't think much of it because I was doing other stuff. And it's been so long. It's been so long. So now we get to see this. All right, so Tully Blanchard's got a stable. Okay, cool. Now this whole match, Khan, oh man, I'm going to go over this. These are my notes. Now, Toa wins with the Samoan spike, also known as the grenade. And at one point, the Tongan spike. Okay. It was called the Tongan spike at one point, the Samoan spike now, the grenade by Fale. And Fale ain't even the first one to use it that way. So, all right. And then at the end of the match, Tully cites there's a third member. Okay. Here's the problem with the match. Khan doesn't look happy with his partner. Khan, when he was with Sons of Savagery, that was an awesome name, and I love that team. But he looked like he wanted it. Khan's exposed himself facially to those who watch wrestling. Okay? You can tell when he is enjoying it, when he's not. You can tell when he's focused, when he's not. And when he's with Sons of Savagery, when he was, Ring of Honor then, that era, you could see he was there. When he went to AEW, he was wrestling on Dark. You can see it was more like he's about to sign a business transaction and then pick up his briefcase and go home. I ain't talking about doing a job or anything like that. He just looked like it was a business deal and about to go home. He didn't look like he was really hungry for anything. Maybe something's been drained in him. I don't know. But I'm a Khan fan. I'm a fan because I know how he can get down, and I wait for that. I would be probably a member of the Khan fan club if there was one. I'm just saying. Yeah, but he didn't look happy. And Toa seemed either inexperienced or maybe overly excited to be there or in the match, but he did not live up to his assumed intensity. Someone comes into the ring and they're intense, they're feeling it, they're all hype if they are like that. He wasn't, but if they're like that and then they kind of just go through the paces and you see that they don't have that authority in their moves. Think of Ron Simmons. Even if he didn't slam them hard, he used his arms and just flexed and flinched and jerked at the right moment to make it look like it was high intensity. When I started seeing through that, I was like, whoa, this dude is awesome. And that was as a little kid. I was like, wait, they're hitting the mat just as hard as a body slam, but he looks like he just tried to drive him through the concrete below. I was sort of, that's how Toa was looking like he wants to be an uncaged animal, but he's reserving himself with a wild-eyed look a little bit. And it just seems like maybe Khan and world famous CB, trying to respect about the name change. It seemed like it was trying to guide him through this match, and he just won't really doing it with how he should. Like he was too busy. Am I doing this right? And that's how he kind of looked to me. I could be absolutely wrong over all this, and that's cool. Because if you're wrong about something, you got a chance to learn and be right, see? Or at least learn and be a little more accurate. And that's what I hope. If I'm wrong about something, I hope to get it better or right, someone to correct me. What do y'all think about these things that I'm saying? Is that how Toa looked to you? Maybe as they get up there, maybe the ball will be better, But Shane Taylor Promotions, I'm going to miss the hell out of that. All right. I'm just letting you know, miss the hell out of that. So let's get to the main event here. 0 hour. Oh, and just to reiterate, Toa won with the Samoan spike. The choke lift into a thumb to the supposed to be the neck area, and they need to learn to sell that. When you take that, listening to anyone's going to take that Samoan spike or any spike or grenade, the attacker, make sure you pick them up and it look like you drive your thumb into their throat. And then the one taking it, when you hit the mat, hold your throat and ride a little bit until they cover you. and make sure that the attacker, make sure you cover and hook the leg so they can't move while they're holding their throat, and then they get pinned. And so it makes the move look more dangerous. You know, y'all listen, let me know if I was right, if I'm right about that. Would that help y'all think that that move was dangerous? You know, because I have no problem, you know, even if they did exactly what I said and I saw that, I'm still going to pop for it. I'm still going, because I'm a wrestling fan. You know, I'm going to pop that they did it right. I'm going to pop that it looked dangerous, and I'm going to think that it hurt. I want to think that it hurt. I want to be fooled, okay? I love pro wrestling. Fool me, damn it. Fool me. So let's get to the main event. Because I believe in Joe Hendry. I believe in Joe Hendry. So he goes against Dalton Castle. And they both give off their stuff. Joe Hendry done got big. I mean, when he came back after his injury and then COVID and all that other stuff, and he was able to get back and all that. Not that he had COVID. I don't know if he did or didn't. But he gained some serious weight. He put on a good 15, 20 pounds. He filled out. He's solid. I hope he can carry that weight nicely because he's evenly proportioned. That's going to be good on his legs and his back. He's evenly proportioned, you know. So that is a good thing. So that's going to help him sustain better health throughout his wrestling career, you know, not unless he wants to lose that weight and bulk. But it ain't WWE. You ain't got to be big. You just got to be good, you know. But it was a good, smooth match. Maybe a couple of hiccups. I think Dalton paraded a bit too much at certain points. But, you know, Hendry, you know, I like the background for the commentary giving you about what they've gone through and stuff. Like, hey, I was here. I tried to talk to you. You just ghosted me. I'm feeling a way about that. You know, how you going to be my friend, yada, yada. So Joe was feeling a thing about that. And I like that. So he couldn't shake his hand. He didn't want to shake his hand. It's like, how am I going to shake the hand of somebody that wasn't being honorable to me? So I like that. And so, you know, this is it's a storyline with it, you know. And I'm glad the commentary team, which I'll get to later, I'm glad that they brought that up. But, you know, the match did go smooth. It was nice, but Dalton wins with the bangarang. Celebrated like crazy at the end. I wish Dalton would go back to his original music. I miss that so much. I would say if he wins a title, he should have that and then go back to the pageantry. Dalton Castle was epic, but I don't know. We'll just have to see how it goes. So that's going to do it for the 0 Hour pre-show. That was the main event. The commentary team, Ian Riccaboni, Caprice Coleman. I love Caprice Coleman that he's in. I hope he stays in the NWA. You know, the NWA tapes like 1 or 2 shows. And I think they are maybe 4 hours a piece, maybe even longer, so that they can give you, you know, the months leading up to their pay-per-views or whatnot. So that's how they do. So Caprice Coleman should be able to have plenty of time back and forth. I don't like that pre-tape stuff. Not really. You know, they could do it weekly. Trim it up, do what they got to do with the editing or whatnot, and say, hey, for this month you get to see it all unedited and yada yada yada, without those commercials and stuff on our website. But then for YouTube and whatnot, you get to see the crunched down version and all this other stuff, you know, because then that would definitely make me go to the website. But Caprice Coleman is a phenomenal wrestler. He that man is beautiful in the ring. All right, he got his shit down right, and on commentary he is awesome. He and Ian Riccaboni, I love those two as a commentary team. They are Gorilla Monsoon and Bobby Heenan, but they're just both faces. They are beautiful together. I love it. All right, breaking them up would have broke my heart. I'm almost getting choked up thinking about it. You know, when I was like, Riccaboni's going to be on New Japan Strong, and Caprice Coleman's going to be NWA. I love to see that Caprice got work. He's going to be able to provide for him and his family and whatnot. So is Ian Riccaboni. I love it, but man, I love seeing those two together. It is just beautiful for me. I love those two working together. I do. They feed off each other. They know what they're talking about. And if they don't know what they're talking about, they call each other out on it and joke about it. It's beautiful. Okay. You know, I'll be honest with you, that's what I wanted for CR Fire Pro. I wanted to have a co-host with me and whatnot, because I like seeing, I like teamwork, honest teamwork. You know, I like when people treat each other honorably and respectfully and things like that. So, you know, that stuff brings a tear to my eye because it's just beautiful. I love it. I like how they, you know, so far, no, it's later on in the show, but, you know, one saying one, and that's like, I want to say that, you know, stuff like that. You know, I'm just glad that they're back together, and I love the "we're back." If y'all don't know what that's from, you know, Ghostbusters, okay? But anyway, I hope y'all enjoyed this, but let me know, okay, you know, 20 minutes, let me know if you want me to do the matches individually on reviews, or do you want me to lump them all together. Let me know. I would deeply appreciate what you rather have, you know, and it'll be under the playlist of Ring of Honor as I do with the individuals and whatnot. So with that, it's been Cedric Kennedy for CR Wrestling Commentary, Ring of Honor, Supercard of Honor, 0-hour pre-show matches. Y'all take care. See you next time.